Hello, welcome to Real Frank Movie Reviews. In this episode, we're going to review the movie Renfield, starring Nicolas Cage, Nicholas Hoult, and Awkwafina. Now, is there some truth to all those rumors we've heard over the years that Nicolas Cage is actually a vampire? And that in reality, Sonic the Hedgehog has a really filthy mouth? We'll get into all of that next.
Real Frank.
All right, so let's take a look at Renfield. Renfield stars Nicholas Hoult, and Nicholas Hoult is an English lawyer. He met Dracula in the early 20th century, and he was hoping to try to broker a deal to buy some land from Dracula. But beknownst to him, he becomes a servant to Dracula, and then we fast forward 90 years later, 90 years, and Renfield has superhuman strength now. He eats these bugs, and these bugs give him strength. So whenever he gets jammed up, he eats these bugs for powers. And it seems like they go through these phases where Dracula kind of gets jammed up. People figure out who he is, and then they try to defeat him, and Dracula gets damaged up, and then Renfield's got to help clean up the mess and move to a new town and get Dracula all set up and find some new bodies for Dracula. So that's kind of where we started off with the movie. They're jammed up in the beginning, they get out of it, and they move to New Orleans. Now, Renfield over the years has kind of developed a conscience, a bit of a conscience. He's starting to concerned about whacking people. So he joins this 12-step help group where people are in codependent relationships. These people they fall in love with, and then they let them beat them all up and do whatever they're told. And what he does is he finds out about these abusive lovers, and then he goes out and gets the abusive lovers for Dracula to drink their blood and heal. And over time, he's starting to get a conscience and kind of wants to change. So that's kind of the summary and the plot of this movie. All right, without giving anything away. Now, Dracula is played by Nicolas Cage, of course. Now, he does a great job of playing Dracula, but I think these dentures, whatever prosthetics he's using in his teeth, were getting in his way, because if you paid attention, some of his lines sounded a little fruity, a little funky. Like, I need some more blood. I need some. Like he was having trouble talking through with his tongue on the top of his teeth, maybe through these dentures or something. A couple of his lines would be fine, and all of a sudden you hear like, I need some more blood, suffer and succotash. Suffer and succotash. These dentures are prosthetics are in my way and I can't speak. It's very annoying. So that became a little distracting for me. I became a little obsessed with that. And then Awkwafina's in this movie. Awkwafina. Let's just say she's not very good in this movie. I don't her acting is not very good at all. I don't understand why she was cast in this movie. Don't understand it, personally. Don't understand the value there. But here's the crazy part, right? This is Ben Schwartz. Ben Schwartz plays a gangster named Tedy Lobo. And boy, does he have a mouth. And he has a crime history. He's a gangster in this movie. Now I'm listening to this guy talk. He's got a potty mouth, saying all these swear words. Fuck this, fuck that. And I keep hearing it. I'm like, man, I know that voice. I know that voice. I've heard that voice. What is that voice? And especially in some scenes, it's more. I notice it more. It's more familiar to me. And then all of a sudden, it dawns on me where I've heard that voice before. Boom. There it is. Surprise! He voices Sonic the Hedgehog. I've seen this movie with my kids. And I've heard it, and the language he's using in the Sonic voice, like, I'm gonna kill you, motherfucker. Eat my. I'm gonna put a bullet in your fucking head. And the Sonic voice was hilarious to me. That was a real treat for me. Did not see that coming. But that's all I could think about from that. I didn't see him. I saw Sonic. I was obsessed with him in the Sonic voice. And that's all I could hear when anytime he talked. Sonic. Crazy. Now, the thing that hurt this movie. This could have had a higher score when I reviewed the score, but the CGI for the blood scenes, so I can't. It's almost like they were trying to be a horror movie with making it realistic with the gore and the violence and things. But then at other points in the movie, it seemed like they were trying to make it like a comic book, like a sarcastic, like over the top comedy movie, right? It's like they couldn't make up their mind. So then the CGI is kind of weird. So here's a scene where the Pope, he's going to explode, but look how it's done, all right? Just take a quick peek at this. Boom, right? That's not bad, right? Doesn't look too bad. You're like, oh, that's kind of cool. But they got some little CGI blood, which isn't too bad, too noticeable. And just being a little picky, but you watch it again, not too bad, right? Then they have other scenes here. So here's a scene of this, if Renfield cutting off this guy's arm. Now, this was weird. Watch this scene. Like, look at that. That's all CGI blood. Boom. Looks like shit. You got this movie, you're doing great. It's not too bad. It's kind of entertaining. And then you're doing this for some of the kill scenes. There was some inconsistency. Some looked really good, and then they like, we need more blood or something. The guy's like, hey, the editor, we need more blood. We need more blood in here, so let's CGI a bunch of blood. And it looked really, really bad. Here's another scene. Renfield stabbing Tedy Lobo, or Sonic. Sonic's getting stabbed right here. Sonic is getting stabbed in the neck right here. Look at that. Over and over. Sonic getting stabbed. But look at the blood. Looks like crap. Sonic's blood looks like crap. CG after the fact. It just doesn't make any sense. Here's a better close-up. This looks like crap. You can tell it's CGI, and some of the other ones look better. It's like, are we going for realism here, or are we going for like comedy here? I don't understand. Or we ran out of money, or we needed more blood. It just didn't make any sense, and it ruined the movie for me. It looked stupid. It looked awful then. It almost looked like a cheap ass movie. That's what it looked like. And look at Sonic. Here's a close up of the Sonic hit. Look at Sonic's blood. You know, it just, you can tell it's all CGI. It doesn't even look real. Sonic's blood. Sonic. Yeah, the little blue guy. He's got red blood. Bet you didn't know that. See what I do in this channel? Secrets. Sonic has red blood. You didn't know that. Now you know. So Renfield. I mean, it was an entertaining movie. Has so much potential. Nicolas Cage did great as Dracula, except for his dentures getting in the way sometimes. And Sonic being in it and saying bad words was pretty funny, right? You know, Nicolas Hoult did a pretty solid job. I mean, it was okay, but Awkwafina was garbage. But they would have cleaned up that CGI and made a commitment to what we were doing here. I mean, satire or realistic? What are we doing here? Over the top satire or realistic? Because of that, I had to score this a 3.8. Overall, a 3.8. Could have been higher, could have been better. This had so much potential to be a great movie. They blew it again. I don't know what happened with the CGI. You got Sonic swearing. The great Nick Cage. He was meant to be Dracula. I think he is part Dracula. But you couldn't get the CGI right. Couldn't commit. You would have had a pretty solid movie. I wouldn't say like the best, but it would have been a solid movie. But you couldn't commit. So, overall, I give it a 3.8. That's my review for Renfield. Until next time, thanks for watching.